Why hello there friends, my name's Emma, I'm the Bookish Princess, and in today's video we're going to be chatting some more about Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. This is my favorite mobile game. I love this so much. It came out end of 2017. I've been playing it since the beginning, but I feel like lately it's had kind of a resurgence because Animal Crossing New Horizons recently came out for Switch, which New Horizons is also an amazing game. I have done some playthroughs of that here on my channel, but I'm still very fond of Pocket Camp. I still have a really fun time playing Pocket Camp because they always have new updates in the game and like fun events for the seasons. It's wedding month right now in June, so I thought we would chat some more about some more tips and tricks. I've done 2 other videos about Pocket Camp, but there are a couple areas of the map that we haven't really talked about yet, and over the course of the time that I've played the game, I've picked up lots of little things that are just a little bit faster, or ways to maximize the number of bells or the number of leaf tickets that you're gonna get. So I thought it would be fun to share some more tips and have another fun time playing Pocket Camp. So here I'm dressed up for wedding season. I bought this dress a couple years ago, but that it's like a basket with candles that I'm holding. I got it from one of the cookies. And in our last Pocket Camp video, I talked about how I try to only buy the fortune cookies when they're available for bells. So like the 2 in the shelf right there, those are the ones that you can buy for 5,000 bells. You don't have to waste your leaf tickets. So I got one and it came up with that adorable little, it was the aviary cookie, I think, that adorable little basket I'm holding. So this is my little camp caretaker bunny. Animal Crossing Pocket Camp is free to download and free to play, and pretty much almost all of the areas of the game you can access, just for free. But, they are a business, they're trying to make money, and I've gotten so much enjoyment out of this game. I'm happy to support them. So I do have, I think this plan is $3 a month, and one of the extra things you get is this little caretaker who will follow you around and collect items for you and things like that. So let's take a look at the map. Right now we are in the town square. We can see there's Timmy and Tommy. They always have 3 different items on display here to sell. And here's the Able sisters stand. Kix sometimes is there with shoes, and LaBelle is sometimes there with her fabulous hats. And Isabelle, I think you can talk to her just for some general announcements and info about the game. But if we go to the map down at the bottom, there are a couple areas that we haven't looked at yet in my videos, and one of them is Gullivers Ship, which I've mentioned this in passing. One of the things that has been fun about playing Pocket Camp for the past 2.5, 3 years is that they have made lots of changes and tweaks, and I think they've done a good job listening to their players, because Gullivers Ship used to be not that great, and they did an update where they actually made it worse, but then they heard everyone was so annoyed about it that they did yet another update, and now I love Gulliver's Ship. So Gulliver basically will go out to different islands and will bring you back treats. And there are all sorts of different sort of prizes that he can bring back. Some of them are actually treats in the game, are these little things you can give to the animals. So every time the ship comes back, you can choose one souvenir. So here there's one little surprise in the basket. We got 12 plain pound cake. So this actually isn't an item that you can display in your camp. I kind of wish it was. If they had a dessert series where I could actually display these desserts as items in my rooms, that would be so cool. But these are just, you give them to the characters in the game, and that helps increase their level faster. And they are by type. So I can't remember who pound cake is for, but a cute animal might like a lollipop, and a natural animal might like a waffle best. So if you just look and see, kind of double check to make sure the animal you're giving the treat to likes that treat best. So we got some manju. So basically, you can see there are 3 islands here, and I'm actually, it seems like I've collected almost all the items from them. But this one here, you can see there are 3 presents. So I can choose one souvenir for free every time I send Gulliver out. Here I got a leopard tee. But if I wanted to pick another souvenir right away, I would have to pay 12 leaf tickets. never waste your leaf tickets on this. Leaf tickets are like the most precious commodity in the game. So I only spend my leaf tickets like on like a backdrop or an outfit or like something concrete. Sometimes they try to trick you into using your leaf tickets to like speed things up, but like, I don't know, I always try to conserve my leaf tickets, and I do not use them unless I have to. So here we can see these 2 islands we've already sent the ship to multiple times, and we've gotten all the souvenirs. So if you hit this little present with a magnifying glass, you can actually see there were 3 different souvenirs and then a completion souvenir once you had sent the ship away 3 times. And the clothing island, what's this called? Isle of Style, number 1. So it looks like there are 3 more clothing items and some gold treats I'll get once I send the ship 3 more times. But I could see this little refresh wheel up in the corner. If we refresh this, we'll get 3 brand new items. And to be honest, I'm not crazy about those clothing items on that one island. So I'm just gonna go ahead and refresh the islands. I think it's is it every 3 days? What is it? Oh no, here we go. Look, it's every 2 days, because in 1 day and 23 hours we can refresh again for free, or we could pay 10,000 bells if you ever want to refresh the island right away. Bells are easier to get than leaf tickets, so I'm definitely always more chill about spending bells than leaf tickets. So here are our brand new islands, all 3 of them, and they have brand new sets of souvenirs. So since all of these are unchecked, we haven't collected any of them yet. Right now, these are pretty much just like okay items, but some of the islands have like character maps, so you can unlock new villagers by sending Gulliver to get their like villager map. And sometimes they have like leaf ticket maps, so sometimes the islands have pretty great stuff. This is all just mostly clothing and treats for the villagers. So I'm going to go ahead and send these ships away. So you use the other items that you've collected in the game to kind of power Gulliver's ship and send him on his way. I need 100 points. I almost always use my craft materials. So the craft materials you can earn when you help the villagers fulfill their requests. And since I have that camp caretaker who fulfills requests like when I'm not playing, I almost always have more than enough craft materials. Like you can see I'm maxed out actually on wood, because $9.99 is the maximum number of wood you can have. It's kind of funny, I remember when I first started playing the game, a lot of the villagers have these like special items that you can craft, and they cost like 100 wood or 150 steel just to make this like really special item. And so when I was beginning the game and I hadn't been playing for very long, I never had enough steel. Like I was always like rationing it and like deciding, okay, which item do I want? And now it's just kind of funny that I've been playing this game for years, and I have this little camp caretaker, and now it's like I have so much craft materials that I never have to worry about spending them on Gulliver's ship. You can see on the first tab here, this suggested. Oftentimes there are certain items that will give you more points if you use them. Like right now, this is obviously a fruity island. So if we send our fruit, these lychee berries are 75 points a piece. So I could send a couple of those, and that just helps you fill the tank, as it were, faster, and add enough export points to get you where you're going. Because the crafting materials admittedly are only worth 1 a piece, but I know I have plenty of them, and I know I'm gonna get plenty more. So like I said, luckily I am not low on crafting items, so I can just go ahead and spend them. All right, so yes, 600 points was quite a lot. I don't know why. There isn't always a logic behind how many points and it takes to send the ship to kind of retrieve the souvenirs. Like 2 of those islands you saw were 100 points or 150 points, but then that one was 600. And honestly, the prizes from it are not that great. Fertilizer and gold treats and sparkle stones, which are pretty good, but it's not like it's a leaf ticket map or a character map. Yeah, you can see when I click on the islands, it does take a while. You have to be patient with Gulliver. In this case, it'll take him 4 hours to come back with our treats. And again, they try to con you into spending 9 leaf tickets to get your souvenirs right away, but we're not going to be fooled by that. No thank you. We will save those 9 leaf tickets for something else. So yes, that was Gulliver's Ship. Now, some of the things that Gulliver's Ship brings back are maps. And if you want to use the maps, Blathers is your man. So Blathers does not have a museum here in Pocket Camp, but he does have a treasure trek. This is Blathers out on the road. Look at his little field hat there. So these are various maps that I've collected in the past. You know, I don't always bother to trek through the maps unless I need the item, but it is really nice. So it's kind of like trading one item for another. So like if you need some modern essence because maybe you're crafting something that requires modern essence, you can roll through this map and it's like a little board game. So you roll the dice and eventually you get to the end and you get the prize. So in this case, you would roll using your cotton, and then you would get elegant essence as the end result. So yes, there are actually a couple characters here whose maps I have not cleared yet. So here, we'll go ahead and open the map so we can see what it looks like. You can see all the little spaces and the dice, and this is a brand new thing they just added. You used to have to just keep on rolling the dice, but they added this thing called Auto Trek. Now don't do the one that costs 5 leaf tickets. Again, save your leaf tickets. You don't need to spend them on this. But you can use your Harmonious Essence inventory to auto trek. So it shows me I have 226 in the inventory. It's going to take 12 to roll the die. So actually, that's probably going to kind of clear me out on Harmonious Essence. But I do have Harmonious Essence maps. So it's like sometimes you have to use the Essence maps, and then you can use that to get the the character map, because the character map and the leaf ticket maps are like the most expensive. So like they have kind of the most desirable items are required to roll the die. But I think we have enough Harmonious Essence. So we'll go ahead, look at this. So we ended up rolling the die 6 times, used up 72 Harmonious Essence, but we didn't really need it, and we unlocked Reissue, and we also got a couple treats. Yeah, some of the squares that you land on, you'll get extra items. I love this auto trek feature though, but I mean, it can be fun to like, you know, roll the die manually, because you can do it that way too. In fact, right now, let's see, I am currently exploring my reissue map. So reissue maps, I feel like, are the only one where I wouldn't use auto trek, because I feel like I'm going so deep into Pocket Camp here. Like, I realize all this is just like little silly things that I've learned. Like, it's not like you need to do it this way. These are just like really really kind of Pocket Camp next level interesting asides. But you can see here on our reissue inventory or reissue map, some of those spaces have reissue tokens. And those reissue tokens actually, I feel like, are really valuable. Like, they're almost as valuable as leaf tickets, because you really need them to be able to craft certain items. So if you auto trek, it would just go through the map one time and be done. And I might not land on those squares, so I might miss. Like, there are at least 2 reissue tokens there. But if I do it manually, so here we're only 2, although look at that. See, there are hidden reissue materials too. And those are pretty valuable, because I think, like, if you didn't have them, you can use leaf tickets sometimes instead of reissue to craft. But again, if you want to save your leaf tickets, then you want as many reissue tokens as you can possibly get. So yeah, here we're just going through here slowly. But basically, when you go through manually, you get the option to replay the map, to go back and pick up any items that you missed, which I'm pretty sure if you do auto trek, you don't get that option. So here I reach the end again, but it'll give me an option. There are rare items. No, I actually don't want to mark it complete. I don't want to use leaf tickets. I want to replay the map. I hope this all makes sense. It's just kind of fun Pocket Camp stuff. Maybe you are also playing Pocket Camp now too. So it's fun to play the game no matter how you play it. See, look at that. I missed that one, but we could do it right now. This little redo thing on the bottom, you can replay the map at any time. And it doesn't cost you leaf tickets or anything. Obviously, it's going to cost me, in this case, it cost me 10,000 bells a roll. But at least it's not going to cost me leaf tickets. As long as I can save those leaf tickets. I need a 1. Oh, didn't get a 1. Oh well, you know what? I'll come back and do this later. So I can actually just return to the map list, and I can come back later and see if I can, you know, do some more rolls and catch that extra reissue material. But yeah, the other maps, even the leaf ticket maps, I usually do auto trek for, because here it's just bell maps, and I don't feel like I necessarily need the bell maps, so I can just auto trek through this. And then I'm done in one click, which is kind of nice. You don't have to go through and refresh. But yeah, here it's not giving me any option to replay the map. So just kind of 2 slightly different ways to play the game. All right, so another thing we didn't check out, we did talk about Pete's parcel service. That's a really great function. Here we can give Kevin that olive flounder he wants. Just, it's a quicker way to deliver items to animals, to the villagers, and get your various rewards. So this one up here we did not talk about. This is, what's her name again? Oh, I can never remember it. This is the Happy Homeroom, hosted by this lady. Is she an otter or a badger? I should know this. I should remember this. I don't. But it's kind of like an HGTV show or something, where like you have to design the perfect room, and there are like these little judges, and you get rewards, and you can play this Happy Homeroom 3 times every day for free. After that, it costs leaf tickets, so I would say just do the 3 free times and then just wait for the next day to play again, because there's only a limited number of classes in this. So you can see, actually, I've already finished all of the normal classes. I have all 3 stars, but the event classes are based on events that are happening. So we have some wedding classes we haven't taken yet. Should we go ahead? Which one should we do? Yeah, if you click on the recommended items, you can see what items you're gonna need for this this class to pass the class. We'll go ahead and do this one. Yeah, I like Butch's candlelit cookie. It's so cute. That white wedding dress with the sleeves is so sweet. I would love to get that. But the fortune cookies are tough to get without leaf tickets. And even with leaf tickets, they're a bit of a gamble, because you buy the fortune cookie and it could be any one of like 10 items. So, all right, so we don't have the white keyboard. What should we use instead? Let's go ahead and use the vibraphone. I'm gonna have to go back and pick another one. All right, if you have the item that they're suggesting, use it, because that's how you're gonna get the highest number of points and like the best rewards. If you don't have the item they're suggesting, so I actually don't have this wedding stage yet, use like the kind of most premium item. So remember earlier we were talking about how some of the villagers items cost like a whole bunch of 150 iron to make. If you have one of those, like I think the harpsichord was one of those. But it didn't say, see, when you pick something good, the game will tell you you've picked something good, and it will say, good eye. Like, that's good. Flawless is the best. If it says flawless, you know you're gonna get the highest number of points. But if it says nothing, like when I picked that harpsichord, it said nothing. So what else should we try? Okay, wedding amp, at least we got the good eye. This one, they didn't like that either though. See? It's best, you'll get more points if you get at least like the good eye, but sometimes the items they offer you just aren't gonna cut it. It looks like a ukulele, no? It's funny, it's really not about how it looks, like sort of aesthetically. It's, oh, that gave us a good eye. Okay, we'll stick with that. Yeah, it's really just about, it's ideal if you have all the items that they suggest. Which in this case, there's a fishing tourney on right now, and I have not completed the fishing tourney. So some of these items I'll probably unlock later. So I can actually take this class again, and maybe I can get that 3rd star, because obviously I only got 2 stars, unfortunately. Yeah, one of those judges undid me. Lowballed my score. Yeah, it's so funny the way you can see what each of the, Lottie, that's her name. See, I knew her name. Lottie's Happy Homeroom classes. You can see each of the judges' score. Just pretty funny. Yeah, but as you saw, we got some bells from that, and there are some better rewards even than that. Like, you do occasionally get leaf tickets from this. Here, we'll go ahead and do Isabella's pop quiz too. I don't have that white wedding dress. I wish I had that white wedding dress. I have a rose. I have the white top hat, but we're gonna have to pick something else. Should we go with the pancake parlor or the little birds? I think we'll go with the little birds. Oh, that stump with the candles is so cute. I think that's from one of the cookies. 3 stars. See, often if you are missing only one item, you will still get the 3 stars. But if you're missing 2 or 3 items, then you'll probably only get 3. And look, we've leveled up. We're on master rank 42. Should I show you guys my wedding setup? My wedding reception setup at the camp. Ah, see, look at how beautiful that cookie is. Whenever there's a fortune cookie that is that cute, I'm always in trouble because I always want to spend my leaf tickets on it, and it's always a gamble. Hey, Henry. For a minute, I almost called you Frobert, but Frobert is in New Horizons, not Pocket Camp. There we go. Found his book for him. So yes, I got a whole bunch of these items. There was just a flower garden event, and you could earn all sorts of cute little wedding reception items. So that was really fun. Usually throughout the month, there are like 3 or 4 different events. One is a fishing tourney, so you go to one of the fishing spots and you have to catch certain fish. And another is a flower event, so you have to plant flowers and catch butterflies or catch creatures. And then the third is the gyroid event, where you have to pick up the little dolls that are kind of lying around. But yes, here's my wedding display. Nice little drinks table. There are 2 cake tables, obviously. Well, 3 technically. That's a 3rd dessert table right there. Yes, and I dressed everybody up in their wedding finest. Doesn't O'Hare look great with that blue top hat? So there's another part of the map we have not yet looked at, and that is this one up in the corner, Shovel Strike Quarry. So this is another way to get free items, get extra bells and materials every day. So there are usually 2 different rewards, one in the morning, one in the evening. Today's reward is steel, so you have to get help from friends in order to enter Shovel Strike Quarry. Or, as you can see, you can use leaf tickets, but we already know we never use leaf tickets unless we can help it. So yeah, you can basically go through and ask your friends. Every time you say ask for help, it'll automatically select the like 10 or so of your friends who have been online most recently. So you can say ask for help. Requested help from 10 players. I could ask for help from 10 more friends. It looks like I do have plenty of friends who play frequently. So after you request help from your friends, you should go and make sure that if they have requested help from you, you can send them a boost. So give kudos is basically just kind of sending someone a like if you enjoyed their profile picture. Oh my gosh, look at those trees. That looks super cute. Jess's picture looks super cute. So yeah, kudos is kind of just like a little thumbs up or a way to kind of give someone a poke. But Miss Huey, you can see, is trying to get into Shovel Strike Quarry because she has that little shovel. So if we tap that, we just sent her some help. So yes, if we wander around, we will find another player. Look, she's fishing. In fact, this I think is one of our friends. Sometimes they'll be your friends and sometimes they'll just be other players from all around the globe. So it's really easy to find other players within the game. On New Horizons, it's actually harder to find players within the game. On New Horizons, it's more like you need to meet real people outside of the game, like friends that you know in real life who you know are also playing the game, or people you meet online or meet through social media, and then you need to talk to them and coordinate. Oh, are you playing now? If you're playing now, then I can visit your island. But like if they're not playing at the same time as you, then you can't visit their island. Whereas Pocket Camp, I can visit any of my friends' islands at any time, and I can put things in the market box for them to buy. Yeah, I don't think we've looked at the market box yet. So that's under the social tab, and we can see sell items. So I'm not selling anything at the moment, but we could put some in there, and also buy items. So people often have these like rare butterflies and rare fish. I generally don't buy those from anyone's market box because you're never gonna have an animal or villager who requests that. It's more just like a fun thing to have in your inventory. So I only buy like things that I'm running low on, that I know animals are gonna request. So yeah, here we'll go ahead and put some items in. You know what we should put it in are some lychee berries. A lot of these items are universal to all Pocket Camp players. Like everyone can collect apples, everyone can collect pears, everyone can catch these certain kinds of fish. But you do have one tree on your island, which for me, there's cherries, everyone can get cherries, everyone can get peaches, but these lychee berries over here, this is actually different and it's randomized. When you start your account, you might get lemons, grapes, or lychee berries. So if I sell lychee berries, which I can do from my inventory, like I'm only gonna get the same amount that I would sell, say, a pear or an apple for. Like it's not a whole lot that you get when you sell that. But if I have a lemon or a grape, so I don't have lemons and grapes growing natively in my Pocket Camp, but I can buy them from somebody else's market box. So look, you can see my lychee berry, where is it? I can only sell for 10 bells each, but a grape or a lemon I can sell for 600 bells each. And I think that the market box actually taps you out, and I can only sell those lychee berries for like 100 bells a piece, so you can't like, you know, mark up the price too much and and rig the market. But you know that whoever is buying them is going to be able to sell them for 600. So if you sell it for 100, you can see I can pick how many I sell, and I can also pick how much each one sells for. So in this case, I'm selling 3 for 300, so it's 100 a piece is the max that I can sell those for. But yeah, then somebody who's looking for lychee berries will scroll through and we'll find mine. So here we can scroll through, see what people have. Lots of butterflies, some shells. Yeah, and it's really handy. Right below the market box, I can see I only have 2 lychee berries and this person is selling 10. So you can see right there in the market box what you're low on. I might as well buy these grapes because I can sell them and get some more bells. Yeah, you can sell the cotton and steel and all those extra things too. So my Pocket Camp caretaker actually does collect some items for me. She goes and does some fruit picking for me. But I could also just go through here if I didn't want to have to go to the actual, you know, fruit tree and pick it by hand. Here, Doe is selling 4 pears, and I can see I only have 2, so I'm running a little low on pears, so might as well pick these up. There we go. So Doe gets some bells and we get some pears, and it's a win-win for everybody. New Horizons does not have a selling feature within it, which I kind of wonder if they'll ever add that. Of course, with this, you can't sell actual items. That's something players have been asking for a long time, and I wonder if we'll ever get it to be able to like trade actual items, like, you know, furniture and clothing. Right now, you can only sell like, you know, the natural items, the fruit and the fish and the ingredients. Anyway, I think I've been rambling on long enough. I think we've now explored most of the areas of the Pocket Camp map. It's just such a great way to have a little escape, have a little relaxation. Although obviously you do need to pace yourself, because I feel like there's always one more thing you could do, you know, like there's always like one more fish you could catch, or one more fruit you could collect, or one more item you could earn. I think apps like this and games like this are really great as long as you stay in control of the time that you spend on them, and you don't let, you know, the app designers who are trying to make you want to spend more time, you'd say, no, you know what, this is the amount of time I have to spend, I've spent it, and like whatever extra little things I could do, I'll do them tomorrow. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you have a magical day, and I'll talk to you again soon.